Welcome back, guys, to Atelier Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key. Well, last episode, after building a Leah Plajig, we returned to our character events in and around Kurken Island, leading to us making a batch of flour for the Bakery of Life. We then continued Kurken's world quest with the Kurken fruit's flavor restored by our water purifying efforts, which helped stop the development plan of Rasenboden, as we now do a little exploration. Bustling about can be fun sometimes, but Kurken Island is best when it's nice and quiet. So we stopped the development plan. Is that it? Was that it? Is everything there complete? I don't know for certain, but it's looking kind of like it, isn't it? I'm just like looking at how much stuff I've got left, SP-wise, and going, what should I make? Quests. World. All cleared. Hey! Now, unless there's more world quests, we have completed an absolute ton of quests, and there will obviously be even more to do in time. But now we've just got character quests left. It's been a long time since stories. Somewhere like over 12 hours since our last, like, real story beats. But I'm happy to say we're pretty much there. Hooray! Such is the issue when you let everything gather up like that. Okay, let's keep on keeping on as we do. I'm really wanting to go to there. I think we might go on a little jaunt. Let's go into the area that I have not been through yet. Just to map it for the future. And then we'll go back to Kurken Island and finish off our character quests. The chest right here. Yes, please. And the flower pixie was for 200 SP. Oh, do you know what? I may as well. Come here. Totally scaling. I take it there's more waves. But like last time, they're getting weaker. That's interesting. So the original enemies... Yeah, that's it. That's what's going on. All enemies on the world map scale with our level. But the extra enemies that we get from those quests are a set for the area, so they don't have the scaling applied. That's why we just abolished the later ones much faster. It's kind of funny. It's interesting if that's a design choice that they've made or not. Bridge is out. Be a slide. Oh. It's fine, I can look at my beautiful cat now instead. She's all just there, cleaning herself up, making herself pretty. You can see that, Jessam. Some aqua ore. Here we go. Clearing the gap. I'll get some more flint pepper, I think, yeah. Where is this leading me to? Need to rebuild this bridge. Let's try this on this and see if it works and gives me something. Okay, it didn't give me a thing like that before, but it gave me crown shellfish and stuff, which is actually better than some stuff we've seen before. So yeah, definitely the rarity of it, obviously, changes what happens with that. The field of punies again. I'm just like, wait a second. Where am I going? Two-handed staff recipe. Mistral cane. Some summer gems and more. Even a war powder. I've discovered a new recipe. How am I going to get more of these rare ones? There's an issue here. I just keep jamming in. Maybe there's multiple I can get from these. Seems to only be off strong enemies. Oh, it's a rabbit. Our rabbit friend, there's a landmark up here, so I'm just going to grab this quickly. Bear with me. Stump stage landmark. Take me to whatever it is you wish to show me, but this is the area? Boom. You're taking me to this bag, are you? Thank you. Where's a big old puny? That's what we're looking for. It's a nicer looking chest. 2,000 gold. Don't worry, I can fall off really high places most of the time. I just can't fall off there. Are you a big fairy or just big because of perspective? Perspective it was. Oh, this is where the misspell seeds are. A fish oil. I might get more of these misspell seeds. Thank you very much. As for what we were making before, it was a little... Didn't really want to spend that much. It was a bit... Hunt green puny. You can live. Go this way next. Anyone else find it fascinating that Oliz is so desperate to not look at the animated ass that he keeps drawing attention to the fact he's not looking? I mean, it's hard not to. It's right there. And we get 1,500 coal for the big journey by the look of things. Okay then, so we got some more misspell seeds. They are here in the forest. We have now checked out the area a fair bit. Back to Kurken Island to continue our events. Where do we start from? Well, there's a cluster of 3. I may as well go there. Makes sense to just have the cluster happen. This is the oldest part of the village. I wouldn't exactly call it venerable. Well, at any rate, from your perspective, it must be fairly recent. There's no need to be self-deprecating. History isn't better the longer it is. There's no point in hiding it. A good history is one that is accumulated correctly. I see. Oh, now I'm doing it too. I saw that, boss. Ryza. I see. Cut it out. It's not just me. Carla says. That's why it was funny. The way Carla talks is very distinctive. Really? Is there something wrong with it? I think the way I talk is normal. Hey, Ryza. Did I say something funny? The way you usually talk is... You could talk normally. Actually, why did you think I couldn't do it? Oh dear. It's tiring doing things you're not used to. And you shouldn't mock your elders. Of course. I always thought Carla was rather mysterious, but her mysteries have only deepened. What we know is that there's much more to it than meets the eye. So this is going to be about Ampul and Leela's old place? I rather like the atmosphere of Kurken Island. Oh, really? Don't think I've ever heard you say something like that. Is that so? Well, it's not something to talk about often. So what about the island do you like? Well, the way the time just passes by slowly. No matter where I am, I've never been able to shake off the feeling that I'm being chased by something. But when I come here, I feel peaceful and free from that anxiety. Come to think of it, you do seem less anxious and more relaxed when you were here. I used to resent this island before. Or rather, I had nothing but resentment. But a lot has happened, and I really like it now. No matter what people say, in the end, Kurken Island is my home. Even if I leave the village, my heart belongs here. Don't forget that feeling. It's important to have a place to come back to. Could it be that Ampul has no place to go back to? And number 3. Is it in the school? It's in the school. There still aren't that many books here, but this is still more than before. Some of them were collected and added by me. Come to think of it, you mentioned before that you were something of a teacher in the village too. Ah, Leela, do you read books? Only a little. I couldn't read human writing before. I wasn't interested in it either, but I can understand it a little now. When I learned to read books, I found them interesting and full of information. Oh, I see. I still can't read much, but I think I can understand how Tao feels now. Maybe you'll become a bookworm like Tao. Well, I wouldn't be so devoted to reading like Tao is. For me, it's just another way to fidget with something when I feel like it. I don't read because I want to. Oh, okay. I also read books one way or the other, so I encourage children in the village to read. Well, it's a long life, so it's a good way to pass the time. Perhaps Leela is changing little by little without me knowing it. Job done. Right, next one. So we dealt with this section. We now have like the entirety of the left of the island. 3 things, one of them's at Ryza's house by the look of it, and 2 things near the goat pasture. Oh, I will have this Basavit. See what's going down. Sis. Oh, Dion, what's the matter? I took a look at the village. So this is the village where you were raised. It feels so nice and calm here. That must be because there's really nothing loud and exciting here. Yeah, no other choice than to be calm. I don't think that's it. Saying, up till now, I had never really left my village. So everywhere I go outside the village was new and eye-opening for me. Which made me feel out of place and anxious. You? Anxious? But this place is like my village. It feels familiar to me. Just kind of makes me feel safe. So what you're trying to say is that this is the countryside? That's it? Oh, you said it out loud. I don't mean to be rude, but it's more prosperous than your village. Scenery is different, but it's basically the same. It may not be much, but the town has been growing lately. Well, my village has grown from what it used to be. Come on, stop right there. Both of them are the countryside, so there's nothing to compete over. It appears so. Yeah, we don't want to act like this in front of Claudia or Patty. A bumpkin warrior, yeah. Leela, what's going on? What are these cats? Tell me. They become strangely attached to me. They still look very small. I wonder if they think you're their parent. Don't know. I heard voices coming from the bushes, so I checked it out. And here I am. Ah, so they're stray cats then. How cute. Why? How come the cats are so friendly with you? I really don't want them. If you want to take care of them, take them with you. But they don't seem to like me. They think that you're their parent. So I think it's best that you... Stop it. It's not that I don't like kittens, but I'm scared of hurting them if I hold them in the wrong way. So I'll leave it up to you. And she stood on them. The unbeatable Leela. I saw something interesting today. The cats do love her. I feel envious. Potatoes. Kurken fruit. The great Kurken fruit thievery. Right then. They dwindle. They dwindle. Just making sure there's nothing now popped up elsewhere because we've done one. We are 3 character quests away from resuming the story. Let's go to the Homesick Cape. Flowers reminded me. I wonder what Sari is doing now. Didn't you go on a journey together? Have you heard anything? The journey continued since then, and we found and closed several gates. Sari-Glaus was with us the entire way. She had many of the flower seeds you'd given her, but it seems that she continued to eagerly search for seeds in various places. I see, so Sari is still collecting seeds. It's true though, the underworld must be vast, and you can never have enough seeds. And so we continued on with our journey. But when we closed this particular gate, she said she had collected a good amount of seeds, so she was going back, and left for the other side. There we parted ways with Sari-Glaus, and never saw her again. I don't know where she is or what she's doing. But it hasn't been too long since we parted. I'm sure she's still around somewhere in the underworld. I wonder if we'll ever see her again. You know as well as I do that we can't know how the gates connect to any place. So it's not easy meeting her. Although I wouldn't go that far. Uncle often says that these things are fate. You might run into her unexpectedly just when you've forgotten about it. Yes. If she says that she's working hard in the underworld, then someday, somewhere. Straight away, Boast comes in. The cost of living at the camp. Never change. There's a chest up here. I'm guessing because I've got the Kark Atelier and all that. That's why it's showing some of these. Cloth. Are there any materials for handicrafts? Cloth. I'm confused. No, it's this and take a right. Excuse me, lady. Coming on through. And behind here. Is that Tao? That's not something I expected to see. Maybe I should keep quiet. Oh, Ryza. Ah, he saw me. What are you doing, Ryza? All the way out here. Oh, I just happened to... And you, Tao? Were you training? You know, like Lenten boss and so on. That's right. It's your fault too, though, Ryza. Who, me? Why is that? You keep dragging me this way and that, getting me in fights with lots of scary monsters. You don't have to be Len or Boast to decide this calls for some training. Sorry, Tao. I didn't think about it all. Or at all. Does it bother you? Oh, not really. It's true that I wanted to explore ruins and so on anyway. The early adventures leaving the island are one thing. But after that, I sort of expected to meet monsters. So it's not really my fault at all. Well, now that you mention it, you might have a point. Someone's looking after a cat all the way down here in Tao's training spot. And that sends us back to Ryza's home. We are back. Anything going on that I need to know of? Not trying... Okay, I can't get up there. I'll go via the front door like a civilized person, I guess. What's this? Vegetables, obviously. I can tell that much. I'm asking why there's a big pile of it here and so much of it. Oh, this. I got it from the neighbors. Today might be more than usual. I wonder who it's from. It's kind of spooky seeing a pile of things in front of the house and not knowing why. You think it's Trojan vegetables? Oh, well, now that you mention it, you might have a point. I can't deny it. This is normal here, though. Leave perishables lying around, they'll go bad. Better to share them than let them rot. It'd be unthinkable in the capital. Oh, definitely. Sardonica isn't as big as the capital, but it's similarly hard to imagine. In the capital, you wouldn't so much as know who your neighbors are. Just getting something from a neighbor is very rare. The more I hear, the more it seems like the capital is both full of people, doesn't have anyone there. Talk to people more on this island. I feel the same way on that count. I think that's probably because people in the capital have no interest in other people. They're too busy to have time for other people around them. Well, I don't really get it. City or country, they both have their pros and cons, but I like this better. And there we go. We actually did it. It's been a lot of quests, a lot of character events to get through, but we have now actually cleaned them out. Genuinely. We did it. It's done. I can't quite believe it. Unless, like, more have appeared elsewhere. You never know, right? But I think we've been quite good. So, it's finally time to return to Kurken Isles and find out what is going on there. It's been so long since we visited the underworld and learned about the Dragon's Passage. Now we're hopefully going to learn a little bit more. Off to collect our materials isn't really right. Well, I won't not take them when they're right in front of me like that. Ain't that the way it works? Need somewhere that gives me jade water. Wait a second, there's a little side room you can get into here? Oh, blooming hell. Okay. Yes, there was. That's quite well hidden. Woo. Don't know why I'm quite enamored with that. It's got an archway to kind of notify you of it, but still. Alright, well there's another chest off to our side then. Let's just go straight to where we need to be and then find out where we need to go after. Unless we come here this time and then suddenly it's open, if you know what I mean. Like, more open, double open. So this is the palace. Yes. Doesn't look like anything has changed since last time. It is indeed their palace. However, this island itself is a great deal smaller than the code of the universe I last saw. I suppose even combining all the isles, it is a far cry from the fortress city in which the people of the Age of God lived. But they wouldn't build an extravagant palace for the interior to be like that. Do you still think there's a hidden something inside that stone chamber? Nah, I don't sense anything from this island. Not even a slightest hint of it. Other than this palace, it's literally just a big chunk of rock. I trust your instincts, Ryza. But let's have a look inside in any case. This time I'm coming too. Don't force yourself. You too, Ryza. If something doesn't seem right, speak up right away. I know. If that voice comes again, I swear. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we're going with more educated eyes. Longer lived. I see. An intricate exterior that leads to this plain interior. I like them. It's as if they're testing our insight. We found the clue about the dragon's passage from this book. Though everything except for the scribble was written in codes, we couldn't read it all. I see. I actually know a thing or two about codes myself. This is... Ampa, what is it? Do you hear the voice too? No, it's not that. The code. Yes, I understand the code in this book. I should be able to read it. Really, that's amazing, Ampul. It is something only I can read, because it's his book. His? The alchemist who I once served alongside in the royal palace. A man I once called a friend. Is he the one who did that to your arm? Ryza, what do you mean? Does that mean the book belonged to an acquaintance of Ampul? Even if so, he doesn't seem too happy. Wait, his arm? Did this island appear before you as well, Emil? What's the matter, Ampul? Are you just going to stand there petrified before the vestige of an alchemist who committed crimes? We must investigate, Ryza. Tell me what you know. A quick briefing will do. Okay. What was that about his arm? I think I have an idea, but let's put that topic aside. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mention it. Okay. We should get to it too. Tell me if you see anything peculiar. Got it. Sure. Why were you here? It's no use. I don't think we'll find anything else here. I guess all we have is that book. Let's return to the atelier. I will need to thoroughly examine this book. So we shall then, after getting splooped out of the area so unceremoniously.